Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on a test account and we're looking now at the second hotfix. That is right, hotfix number 2. Hildwin, of course, got a hotfix, fixed an issue where in extreme circumstances, the exclusive furniture didn't activate, which kind of stinks. And then, of course, Rimuru gets another hotfix. This is already hotfix number 2. Fixed an issue where in certain extreme circumstances, the effects of the skill Black Flame did not properly work on enemies. Now, it is rumored that there are going to be more hotfixes that are going to be coming just based on the damage that Rimuru is not doing. So I want to hop in here and see exactly what we're seeing with him. But first, I wanted to run through again a couple of things that we have going on right now, which of course, event-wise, we have a lot that is coming down the pipeline. Even looking here, we have the Isle of Gold, which we know is going to add a ton of resources. If you're saving up for Rimuru, if you're saving up for Shuna, you are going to have the ability to get a ton of resources in the Isle of Gold. In addition, the Dragon's Gift, that is right, that is coming back, which means another copy of Hildwin, which I believe is going to be tied with the Isle of Gold. And I think this time they're doing it on dice rolls. So depending how many dice rolls you do in the Isle of Gold, I think if you get like 30 dice rolls or maybe 60 dice rolls, you're going to be able to claim that free copy of Hildwin. Then, of course, the Mystic Star Zone is back for the next iteration. And we have the Misty Valley that is up. We have all the dimensional heroes. There is a crazy amount that is going on in AFK Arena. And remember, guys, this is only the second phase of kind of the glorious spectacular that was going on. This is only the second phase of all the events that are going on right now, which means you should be able to get a lot more. And then, of course, looking at the 2 heroes, we are saving resources from. They keep giving us free resource chests, which are kind of crazy. But yes, we're getting a lot of free resources out of here. In addition, we do have the Dreamy Garden, which is giving you a lot of resources as well. So they're not making it super difficult to build the heroes, which I'm very, very happy with. So let's hop in here, check out the portrait. I want to see if, and again, it said extreme circumstances. So I don't feel like this is probably not the patch or the update that we were actually looking for to have Rimuru actually do a lot of damage in formations. And again, if this is how they built him, ultimately it's kind of how it is to a point. But again, I don't know, and I want to look after this to see where this hero is being used, if the hero is being used. Now, looking at the level deficiencies here, we're at 610. Let's go to 660. We'll go to 660. I think that's a 200 level deficiency. That's a 300 level deficiency. I think we're just going to get run over here. I think this is going to be way too high. So Great Sage, of course, gets triggered right off the bat. Boom, there's the ultimate. And if you notice, a lot of players were kind of commenting on Rimuru that a lot of times he will do his ultimate ability and it does 0 damage, which is kind of weird. So right there, remember, he puts buffs on the entire team. And let's see, guys, I want to see the damage on this one. So boom. Yeah, almost all the damage in the entirety was blocked. If you notice right there, almost everything that Rimuru did was blocked, which of course means that there's not going to be any damage out of there, because all the damage that he was doing with that ultimate ability was just blocked. I'm going to have to turn the levels down a little and see. But of course, Mulan in there. Yeah, look at that 60 million. Everything that he did was blocked. And again, I know a lot of players are pretty upset with the Rimuru experience. And of course, a lot of players that bought him and built him. And of course, here he's really built up. Even there, guys, a lot of the damage that he did was shielded. A lot of damage right there was blocked. And again, I feel like overall, I don't know the extreme circumstances where Black Flame was actually not working, but it's pretty interesting because, again, looking at the amount of ults, and look at it, guys, it's just literally, it's blocking everything in here. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's a crazy, crazy amount of ults, and look at that. Is he actually doing damage? Is that just kind of a one-off piece, or is he actually doing damage in formations? Now, of course, let's see what he does in this one. And I think it's silly with how fast he ults. Putting him with Rosaline is, in my opinion, pretty broken. And of course, there's Hildwin. But yeah, there's the dragon damage that we're seeing popping up. And of course, we can turn off the animations. A lot of people love them. And again, When you think of Joker spamming an ultimate, look at Rimuru in the spamming of the ultimate. 307, even there, guys, 184. So Rimuru's doing a little bit more damage. And again, I remember there were a lot of points. Now, this one, we were buffing him. This one, remember, we were focused on buffing him up. I want to see the ultimate and what it's going to kind of look like. I think he's going to die right here, which he did. I'm just wondering, of course, because this is a really big buffing team, 139, 82 right there. Let's get him a little bit of survivability. So let's swap this up a little bit. And I wonder if I used Ulna. I don't think I used, and of course, Ulna is going to generate the immunity for Rimuru. I don't know if the effectiveness of this, because of course, Great Sage, not too impressed with the ability Great Sage. I thought it would be a lot better, honestly. And of course, guys, just spamming that ult. And it is literally just a couple seconds before that ult goes right back. And again, there's the immunity in the back, of course, with the ultimate ability that we have on Desira. With some buffs, 768 million. All right, so I mean, maybe that was the issue that we were seeing. Let's see with the crowd control. Now, of course, I think Lucius is just going to get crushed. Lucius, unfortunately, is one. And again, survivability with Rimuru is very, very low. 30 million, 28. Rimuru did 0. So right there. Right there. So let's see. This is going to be interesting. So slow this down. So Rimuru is back here. Boom. We got an ult. Right there on the enemy team, he just ulted, 0 damage. So he did his ultimate ability. It hit every single target, and it blocked 100% of the damage that we seen based on the targets. So literally, that blocked 100% of the damage that we seen. Which again is kind of crazy, but yes, it blocked 100% of the damage. And I'm wondering even changing up the team a little bit. There's ult number 2. And of course they go down, but that's okay. Again, kind of wanted to play around with it. So 74, so there he did a little bit of damage. But again, it blocked in its entirety the very first ult. Then of course we have Brutus, the awakened version of Sophia. And I want to kind of compare this to where we were last time, just kind of based on the build. Now, of course, it looks like we just got wrecked in here with this team. But I thought last time this team actually kept everyone alive. So I wonder even, let's get some of the mitigation in here. I'm almost wondering with Gavis, of course, giving us some mitigation. That's why. So we have Iran in here, or Orin. There's the ult. I don't think he ulted. I don't think Rimuru ulted. That was kind of weird. Then, of course, there's the ult for Gavis. Yeah, I don't think he ulted. 15 million in there. But again, some formations, he's doing a little bit of damage, which I'm okay. I'm a little bit happier with. But let's look for the 2 heroes. Now, of course, this is over on the test server. These heroes are up on the global server, which means if we are seeing the heroes, we should be able to see them somewhere in here. Let's check out Rocksta. Or let's see who's first. All right, so who do we have? So this is, there we go. So Shuna is already being used right here. But are we seeing Rimuru? Is the question. So far, no. And there, look at Gwen, guys. 19 billion damage in there from Gwen. There's Rem and Amelia, which I love. There's Nyla, okay. Seeing those two. Yeah, and Rimuru is not here, even though Shuna is. So Shuna did make it into the formation. So very cool. Let me check out the Nightmare Quarter. And again, burst damage. I feel like this is going to be a place Rimuru is probably never going to be seen. But there is the original version of Baden. Still seeing that one. There is Gwen. There's Rimuru. So Rimuru is being used in here. There we go. And of course, we have the Mahira collection on there. But Rimuru's here. So Rimuru is in. And I want to play this one. Let's slow it down. And I'm kind of curious what this looks like in here. Sometimes test server, it doesn't let us play. It just kind of bugs out. Let's slow it down. So there he is. So there's the first ult. Boom, there's the water droplets. And of course, we got the charm going on. Guys, look at Gwen's ult. You talk about a crazy strong, awesome looking alt. Yeah, there is the awakened version of Shriya. I don't turn the alts on, so it's pretty cool to go through here and actually see them. Yeah, and that's kind of crazy with the ultimate abilities. And of course, this has ads, so we're literally taking out a ton of the minions. Again, 3 billion damage. I'm not sure if that was done before or after that hotfix, but we're seeing Rimuru in here, and we're seeing, I wonder if Shuna is being used in here. That's a good question, if we're seeing Shuna being used. There's still Estrilda, and again, the both versions of Baden being used in multiple formations, which is kind of crazy. There's Eugene with Scarlet, and then that's Demia. That is the skin for Demia. Yeah, so not being used in this formation. I almost wonder what the treasure scramble looks like. And again, test server, I don't play on the test server a ton. But let's look at the ranking up here. Let's look at Cyrus. I'm just kind of curious if we're seeing them. There we go. We do have Demia in there. Got Hilduin, which of course is being used in a couple different formations in here. But no, I'm not seeing them. Let's even check the enemy team. No, Rem's still being used in there. Neither, or no, there we go. So Shuna is in some of the PvP. Some of the top PvP, and of course, unfortunately, this one was a loss. But yeah, so Shuna is being used in a few. Not seeing Rem. So again, I know it's quite early, but guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.